So I recently got a request on how to set up your Mugen arcade mode, which I'll show you here. I'm going to go into this fresh new Mugen I have. I go right into arcade. As you see, I got these 9 characters. Kung Fu Man, Inuyasha, Golden Frieza, Doctor Doom, Dan, CM Punk, Dudley, Duck Hunt Dog, and Captain America. We'll choose Duck Hunt Dog. Now, you see CM Punk here. He appears first in my arcade mode, and he appears on a Planet Namek stage. But if I did this again, he might not even be here. So we're going to try to... I'm just going to do an F1 here. A couple times, you'll see. Yeah, Duck Hunt wins, yeah. That's great. And we'll do it again against CM Punk here. An F1, just because I'm trying to show an example. And we go on to the next fight. We fight Dudley. Dudley's kind of random, and he's on Planet Namek too again. So, we're going to do that to Dudley. Basically, you get the gist. I'm going in a order in which it's random, and if you notice here, if I go up against Dudley here, this is only the second fight in the arcade mode, and Dudley has a very powerful AI somewhat. And it makes you wonder, like, why would he be second in a mode in which I kind of want to fight an easy character during the beginning and work my way up in difficulty? That's what I'm going to show you here. Basically, you want to go into your data folder, go down to your select folder, and you open that up. I'm going to full screen this. You want to scroll all the way down to where your characters are. In fact, I'm going to minimize this actually. It looks better like this. Now, you see where your characters are here? Now, I have 9 characters. You can do, if you go, well, first, I'm going to say, if you go down here where it says options, you can set up a number of matches to do. But you can only do up to, I think, 30. And down here is where you edit them. So, basically, if you want the order of easy, where this 6 is, that's 1. Where the mid-boss would be, that would be number 2, where that number 1 is. And where the final boss would be, that'd be number 3, which is a 1. So basically that's 8 fights altogether in arcade mode. Now, this is where it gets a little more complicated. Actually, right there is where it gets a lot complicated. Now, you want to set up your Mugen so your characters show up in certain stages at a certain time. Like if you notice Kung Fu Man, whenever I fight him in arcade mode, he'll always show up on Kung Fu Man's stage. That's it. So, basically, what I'm going to do, I have 3 different stages. I'll do the Comic Zone stage here. Basically, this is how you set up to have a character appear on a certain stage in your Mugen. You do comma, space, and then the stage's name, or the word stages, / the name of your stage, .def. That's how you make the character appear on that stage in, say, arcade mode. In fact, I'm just going to set this up here for Golden Frieza. And I know he should be on Namek, but we're going to make it a little funny. CM Punk here. Do that. Same thing with Dan. Whoops. Where's the comma? There we go. Dan, and why not? We'll make him go on Kung Fu Man stage. Kung Fu Man stage for these final characters. Now, this is where the fun part comes in, where you set up the order for your arcade mode. You have to have the character appear on a stage, okay? Now, let's say Kung Fu Man. Kung Fu Man's AI is very easy. Like, he has really not a tough AI. He's kind of dumb if you have a certain Kung Fu Man. He might have a custom AI, but if it's the normal Mugen AI for Kung Fu Man, what you do to say you want to fight him first all the time in arcade mode, or somewhere around that time in which, you know, he's easy enough to be in that group of people who you think have easy AIs, you want to do, after the .def here, comma, space, order equals 1. So basically, Kung Fu Man will always appear in the first, as we have down here, 6 fights. The first 6 fights of characters who have not good AI. And we'll do that for 5 more characters. So we'll do it to Inuyasha here because he doesn't have some good AI. By the way, I'm not going to do a playthrough. I'm just going to show an example. And we'll do it to Dan because technically Dan is, you know, a weakling. We'll save that for Dr. Doom. We'll pretend Captain America doesn't have a very good AI. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 2 more. We'll do CM Punk. 5. And then we'll do Dudley. 6. Now say you want to have like maybe a mid-boss show up. Because if you notice, like I said down here, you have the number of fights. You can change it to any number you want within 1 to 9, I believe. Up to 30, basically. So let's say we want a mid-boss. Let's use Golden Frieza as our mid-boss. So with this, instead of doing order equals 1, we want to do order equals 2. So Golden Frieza will now always show up in the 7th fight whenever you do an arcade run. And now since we have our mid-boss, let's do our final boss, which will be Dr. Doom. Because Dr. Doom has a pretty strong AI. We want to do, instead of order equals 2 or 1, seeing as we have the setup, he's going to be order equals 3. Because Dr. Doom will now officially be the final boss of this Mugen. And I'm going to show you another little trick here. Let's say you don't want a certain character to show up in your arcade run. Like, say you want to just play Mugen Arcade, but you don't want to run into, like, say, Rare Akuma or any cheap character. I'm going to use Duck Hunt Dog as an example. He's not really a cheap character. But say you just don't want to run into him at all. Here's a fun little thing you can do. You can do order equals 0. Basically now Duck Hunt Dog will never show up in your arcade mode. Alright? So I'm going to do this one more time. Characters with an easy AI, you want to do comma, order equals 1. Of course, after the stage. So basically you want to set the character up on a stage. Like with Kung Fu Man, it'd be comma, space, stages / KFM.DEF, comma, space, order equals 1. Alright? And you can do it with any stage, really. I just picked 2 random stages. So basically, if this is all correct, we're going to count the fights from the number of fights I do. And if Golden Frieza comes up on the 7th fight, that means he is the sub-boss. And Dr. Doom comes up on the 8th, he's the final boss. Alright? So we're going to hit save, get out of here. Let's head right back into Mugen. And let's go into arcade mode. And seeing as he won't appear in arcade mode, hopefully, we're going to use Duck Hunt Dog. Oh look, Captain America. If you recall, we used him as Order 1, and we put him on Kung Fu Man stage. Oh, look at that. He's appeared on Kung Fu Man stage. Let's F1 him real quick. I should have used a different character than Duck Hunt Dog. He has a special KO for, like, whenever he KOs anybody. Like I said, I'm not going to go through an entire arcade mode. Now, another character should pop up like Inuyasha, Kung Fu Man, anybody that we had in Order 1. Dudley. Dudley was in Order 1, I believe. On Namek? No. On Kung Fu Man stage. Sorry about that. So basically, Dudley, like I said, technically his AI is tough, but we've made him be a weak character for the rounds. So that's 2 fights. If we go up to, what was it, 7? We should have Golden Frieza. 3rd fight is Dan. Dan has a weak AI, and I put him on the Comic Zone or Namek stage. Look, he's on the Namek stage. So Dan, we're going to F1 him. I know you probably want to see me do an arcade run with Duck Hunt Dog. Maybe somewhere down the line, but not now. This is for educational purposes. So stage, that was 3, right? Stage 4, Inuyasha. He was in Order 1. So basically, and he's on Comic Zone like I had him. So we'll F1 him. So basically we should have 2 more technically level 1 AIs. To which, I forget who I put as the level 1 AIs. But anyway, Inuyasha. And then, yep, CM Punk. And he was on Namek, right? Yep. CM Punk is on Namek. Go check out my CM Punk Mugen arcade mode run. That was fun. That was to celebrate WrestleMania. And basically, we should have one more fight with just a level 1 character. Kung Fu Man, the final level 1 character. So basically now, and he's on Kung Fu Man's stage. So basically, after Kung Fu Man, we should have the sub-boss, which is Golden Frieza now. After Kung Fu Man. So, F1 Kung Fu Man. Now Golden Frieza should be next. Because he's the sub-boss. And look at that. Golden Frieza. And I think I put him on Comic Zone, or did I put him on Kung Fu Man? Yeah, Comic Zone here. So now, I'm going to F1 Frieza here. Dr. Doom now should be the official final boss. Because we put Dr. Doom as the final character to fight in arcade mode. So, Dr. Doom should pop up. Well, what up, Dr. Doom? Look at that. And basically, like I said, this should be the final fight. So we're going to F1. That's a cool Magneto alt. Here's Duck Hunt Dog, and then after this KO, this should be the end of the Mugen arcade mode. Look at that glitch with Duck Hunt Dog. So here should be the ending. I don't think Duck Hunt Dog has an ending. So yep, congratulations. There's the congratulations screen. And that's Mugen arcade mode. That's how you set up your Mugen arcade. Now, you can have more than one final boss, or if you want to stick it to just have one and say you want a random final boss, again, just put the order equals whatever number you decided to have it, like say 3. If you want like maybe it to switch off between Frieza and Dr. Doom there, or any character, just change the order to order equals 3. Anyway, I hope this helped. I know this is very confusing, very technical, but it is also very easy to set up a Mugen arcade. And like I said, you have to have a stage for them and whatnot. Anyway, I hope this helped out. If you wish for another Mugen tutorial, I will try my best. My name's Clinkeroith. I thank you all so much for watching.